Hello beer tubers and welcome to quite the big tasting video. I think we'll call this beer, booze and coffee tasting. I don't know. But we got a plethora of things here to try and this is brought to you by Luang. And Luang is one of my subscribers. Met him at MBCC for the first time this year. Very cool dude. And in the past I can't remember if it was Vietnamese. He lives in Norway. He's Norwegian, but his family originates from Vietnam. I think it was something like that. But he sent me Vietnamese coffee that we tried, but we ended up drinking, not reviewing. Or I did. But this time around, he sent a huge care package with some beer that has a coffee in it, specific coffee, and the coffee that's in the beer, but the coffee has then been barrel aged, and some other barrel aged coffees, and then spirits that correlate to the barrel aged coffee. And yeah, so kind of an interesting thing for tasting.
So it gets all the way around.
Pretty much. I mean, there is some of the spirits are not the same as the coffees, barrel aging, but I thought it would make for a fun video trying these things and pairing them together. So what do you drink first? Should we go through the coffees because I would like to drink them hot?
Yes.
So the first one we're going to be trying is this is from Ovenbird Coffee Roasters in Scotland, and this is their single origin coffee that's been aged in the Freuk whiskey barrels for 10 weeks, and you should expect peated flavors, licorice, and barley. Interesting. So that's the one right there. And you can't see the coffee, but let's smell it. It has a certain minerality to it. I don't know if I'd say peated, but it has a certain minerality for sure. And it's very nutty, I think.
Yeah, well, nutty and while it's not exactly peated, the kind of smoke you sometimes get in whiskey is there. But yeah, I guess that's what they call minerals. Yeah.
Cheers and coffee.
Cheers.
Yeah, it is actually, it's interesting because it's not super hot now because we're brewing all these coffees.
Yeah.
Made on an AeroPress, by the way. You taste the peat a little bit. It has a hint of smoke. Yeah. And I think that's because it's not as hot, so it's easier to taste. Very nutty, slightly caramelly. And it had some berries on the aroma, but I'm not really getting that on the flavor.
Oh, berries I'm not sure though.
But should we try and pair it with the Lafroig Quarter Cask?
Oh, so which one is this?
That is glass bottle number 2. So that's
number 2. So that's the middle one.
So Lafroig Quarter Cask. So this is Lafroig barrel aged coffee. Lafroig Quarter Cask is a quarter cask Isla whiskey. I think I've had it a few times actually. I like Lafroig. It's one of the more heavy peated scotches. I do not remember the alcohol, but all that info will be on the video. But
yeah, the only Lafroig I've had is the 10-year-old.
The classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's check it out.
Which I really like.
Yeah. Let's check it out. Super peaty. Much more peaty than the coffee. You can make in Denmark. We have something we call spy coffee, spionkaffe. Yeah. Usually that's with Bailey, but if you put that in, it will be smoky spionkaffe.
And what's that? It's like you pour whiskey in until you can see a coin you left on the bottom of the of the mug, and then you pour some more coffee.
But super minerally, like classic Lafroig and peated aromas, leathery, peppery.
Not as leathery as what I've had, but it's definitely minerally.
Smells nice. I love Lafroig, so let's try it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Really, it's got like a warming stewed fruit flavor almost. Like stewed apples or something.
Yeah, I knew
cinnamon apples, but with loads of medicinally peaty. Well, maybe not medicinal. Minerally, sorry.
Yeah, not medicinal.
Not medicinal. But really nice peat flavor. Yeah, it's very. I'm getting a hint of that stewed apple, but lots of pepper as well and lots of leather.
Lots of pepper, not that much leather. I think.
It's more. It's there, but it's more the mineral peat flavor.
Mineral, peppery, peaty. Not as much leather. But what I like the most about drinking whiskey is you kind of feel like a dragon breathing fire.
I can see some of the minerality in the coffee, I'd say.
Yeah.
But
that's more of the minerally stuff, I think.
Yeah, that's what I say, the minerality. But it's quite nice. So the next coffee doesn't correlate to any of the spirits, so I think we just try that now on its own, maybe. Or you're down in the coffee. Okay, well, I'll cheers.
Before it gets too cold, because when you have a little bit left, you gotta drink up.
I love coffee. Coffee is my favorite drink. Is probably beer, and then coffee is second. I think. Coffee is great. Never got too much into tea, but the next one we have is also from Ovenberg Coffee, and this is the Auchentoshan Distillery whiskey barrel aged coffee that's aged for 21 weeks in the barrel. Should taste like honey, vanilla, and smoky oak.
Smoky oak.
So this is an Auchentoshan. I can't remember what type of Scotch that is. If it's lowland, I think. Or is it Speyside? I can't remember. I haven't had one in a long time. Oh, it's definitely oaky.
Yeah, you really get the wood.
Yeah, it's and it has a little bit of the same nuttiness, but it's not as pronounced.
No.
Let's try it. Cheers.
Cheers and coffee.
Ooh, really oaky.
Yeah.
That is quite interesting.
Oh, and the honey actually comes through.
Yeah. It's a little bit, but it's a soft. It's like a hint, and I almost say bordering on caramel.
Yeah.
More so than honey.
No, I think it's more honey-like because
both
honey
of these
is smoother than
it's true.
caramel.
But both of these are very nutty.
Yeah.
This has a little bit lower acidity compared to the Lafroig. I think that was a bit more acidic. Well, that's really nice.
I don't think either of them has been too acidic.
No, I agree.
Remember the what's the coffee called we had once?
The Kopi Luwak, that was
that was very acidic.
Yeah.
Well, that might be because of the feces.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
That's really nice.
So we actually don't have a spirit to pair this with.
No.
Because we don't have Auchentoshan whiskey. But I think we will pair this with the bourbon.
Yeah.
So, no, we shouldn't pair that with the bourbon because that's bourbon barrel aged coffee. So we pair this with rum barrel aged. Or rum barrel. We pair this with rum.
What?
Yeah, because he sent a rum as well.
Okay.
So this is the Four Square from 2004. I'll put some more info on the video. We should have done better research. But
and what is that?
That's a rum.
That's a rum?
That's this one.
It's this one.
That looks very nice. Let's check it out. Oh, that's marzipan-y like crazy. I think this is one of the rums that's been sweetened, though, because it's quite sugary. But I don't mind that too much. I know a lot of critics hate that.
Oh, I don't know that much about rum, though.
No, there's many styles.
We did
the whiskey
plantations thing
there, yeah. But this...
I don't think it's not the spiced rum.
No,
it's a real rum.
It's an aged rum, but... Yeah, really marzipan-y to me. And then caramel as well, and fudge, and toffee. There's that sugar cane, molassesy aroma, but...
Kind of like the sugared orange.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Orange peel with sugar.
Yeah.
Almost like caramelized orange peel. Let's try it. Cheers.
Cheers.
I don't think this is a sweetened rum. Because this is much more warming, much more...
Yeah.
It's not like
it's actually really potent.
Yeah, it's really potent. It's like, because some of the rums we've had together, like in the plantation series, or El Dorado, which we like, apparently they were filled with a shit ton of sugar to sweeten it.
Yeah.
But I'm not entirely sure. You guys will know a whole lot more about this than I do, because I know a lot of my viewers are interested in spirits. But this has got, to me, lots of caramel, lots of marzipan, also vanilla. Yeah. But it's really like powerful, it's strong.
But yeah, you really get that. Also in the mouthfeel, the kind of toffee caramel.
It's rather hefty. It's almost lightly smoky. Ooh, an almond, but marzipan and almond, same thing, right? Yeah, but it's on the sweet things like side, caramel, toffee. Not really dark fruits and stuff. Maybe even some nuttiness too. It's really good actually.
Yeah, but how many percent is this on? Because it's it really tastes strong.
Should I quickly check that? It's a Barbados style rum. 1 year aged in the barrel and 60%.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's interesting. So the Square rum, I think the Lafroy quarter cask is like 55, 50 or something like that. But the 2004 single blended rum from them is 8 years old. And it's a blend of pot and column stills, and it's a Barbados style rum. So that's also one of the reasons probably why it's not so sweet. As far as I remember, Barbados rums weren't the sweet ones. So I think before we jump into the coffee, because I think we should do the coffee and the beer side by side, the last coffee, I think we should try the one we have left, the Straggler, which is also kind of, it's all kind of correlate. So yeah, let's dive into the coffee.
Let's do it.
So this is Dark Woods, and Dark Woods is the coffee company that Magic Rock works with when they make their Common Grounds triple coffee porter, which we have right here, that he also sent. And this is actually the coffee that's in the Common Grounds beer, but then this has also been bourbon barrel aged. So that's pretty cool. They say notes of vanilla, dried fruit, and milk chocolate on this one.
You know what?
It's the richest of the bunch.
Yeah, but the smell kind of
Really
reminds me
chocolatey.
a little bit of the Koviwak.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It has some acidity for sure, but it's
Yeah.
really chocolatey to me, and definitely vanilla, and it's much sweeter. And I think that's because it's bourbon barrel aged, at least on the aroma. But
Yeah, but what it really reminds me of is fermented grass.
what?
Yes.
Okay.
You get cows like fermented grass or fermented hay because otherwise they
Well,
fart
you know,
too much.
I believe coffee beans are technically slightly fermented. So
Yeah. So that might be it.
cheers.
It smells nice.
That is definitely the best. Mostly because I'm into. This is also more full bodied. I'm more into full bodied, rich and dark, and more potent coffees.
Yeah, it
These
brings
are
more
very-
punch.
Yeah, I mean these are just. We have a little bit. I have a little bit left of the Auchentoshan. Yeah. It's a lighter. Hello.
Yeah,
friend.
it's way
lighter
way
and more nutty, but this is just like nice and dark and rich and potent, and that's the kind of coffees I usually like.
Yeah, yeah. So you kind of get the.
But it does have a good amount of acidity, as you say.
It's acidic. It's
Lots of chocolate.
chocolatey, and fermented grass.
I don't get that, but I'm definitely getting that dark. They say milk chocolate. I'd say dark chocolate, and then hints of vanilla and oak. I don't know if I could say bourbon per se, but it has some sweetness to it. So having a bourbon barrel aged coffee, we should try some bourbon. So the other drink that he shared with us, the Spirit, is a Wild Turkey 101, a 50.5% bourbon, 8 years of age.
Yeah.
Straight bourbon. It's been I like bourbon a lot, and I actually tried quite a few bourbons when I was at the whiskey festival, and I think some of my favorite is like Islay whiskey and bourbon whiskey, which is fun because it's two very contradicting whiskeys, because Islay is super smoky and bourbon is quite sweet. But hey, let's check it out. Cheers. Ooh yeah, sweet vanilla and fudge. It instantly reminds me of when you bourbon barrel aged beers. It's so much sweeter and fudgy, but I'm almost getting banana on this.
Banana?
I don't know why. There's something that's like a perfumey, banana-y thing.
But definitely, oh fuck, when you get that toffee again.
Huge toffee and caramel and sweet. This has a little bit of dark fruits, but it's not too much. It's like sweet, like sugar-coated, like stewed fruits. Maybe like some kind of stone fruit or something. Well, let's try it. It smells nice. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that is really, really smooth.
So smooth.
Sweeter than the others, of course. And then you get the fire-breathing thing you talk about. Sweeter than the others for sure. And caramel, vanilla, lots of vanilla. I still like of the whiskey, of the spirits. I think my favorite is still the Lafroig, because it's a Lafroig.
I love the smoky minerally.
But this is really good too. It's just a completely different type of whiskey, or it's bourbon. I should try some bourbon when I'm over in the States too. But this is really nice, and the caramel, the vanilla, the fudgy type flavors in there are really good. I'm not getting the slight dark fruit thing I talked about. Drying oakiness as well, and then it also has that stewed fruitiness, and I think it's stone fruits for me, maybe like
stone fruits.
Yeah, like a nectarine or something, maybe even a hint of spiciness, like a cinnamon or something.
It's like the zest of some kind of citrus.
Orange maybe.
But I can't really pinpoint what it is though.
But okay, I see correlations there. sweetness of the coffee. But now for the fun part. Let's try the coffee again and jump onto the beer made with the coffee. That is a really good cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Darkwoods coffees.
But also the toffee from the bourbon mixes
completely
so well with the coffee.
Yeah, a great accompaniment. Let's try the beer here. So this is I've had Common Ground's triple coffee porter a few times. I don't think I ever reviewed it. I'm not entirely sure, but it's a 5.2%, 5.4% porter made with Darkwoods coffee.
That's quite low.
Yeah, but that's very nice. Ooh, a jammy, fudgy. But I don't know. I'm not actually getting as much coffee as I remember having it last time, but I don't know how fresh this can is either.
No, I don't smell that much coffee at all.
There's some
less like some kind of acidity from coffee, maybe.
Dark fruit, toasted maltiness. Wine gums, maybe. Let's try it.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wine gums. It does have some coffee, but it's not like explosive coffee.
See, maybe we did it in the wrong order.
Yeah, we should have started with this.
This is like way stronger.
Way stronger in flavor.
So it it's not. Yeah. Anyways, the kind of coffee I taste in this at the moment is just the acidity.
Yeah.
But I don't get that freshly ground coffee you sometimes get.
Let's try and take a sip of coffee and take a sip of beer.
But it's the same kind of acidity.
Yeah, completely. The acidity is really shining through on it. That's interesting. You can taste similarities because these were not the same acidity. I think this might be a little more acidic now. I think I said earlier though, other way around, but.
Yeah, but that's what gives it away is the acidity.
Yeah, I think so. But of all the coffees, then I'll say my favorite is definitely the dark roast.
Yeah.
Of the spirits, probably the Lefroy.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say exactly the same. And I really love Lefroy. Well, I only had the TMOH before, so that's one of my favorites. I haven't tasted that many whiskies to be honest, but TMOH Lefroy is still one of my favorites.
Yeah, it is a good whiskey.
And yeah, this one was more potent, So,
than the other two.
Yeah,
from Scotland. But maybe I should also try and bring some coffee home from America because they have some very good craft coffee companies over there. I know Modern Times does some really nice coffee. But this was a fun video to do. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for the length, but there's a shit ton of things to try here. So that's how it goes sometimes. Thanks a ton to Luan for sending all these things. This was from him. So thanks a ton, dude. Really appreciate that you sent these things. And I still have some left of each of the coffees to enjoy once I'm back from the States. But is it Luan?
I think it's Long.
Long? I don't know. Sorry, man. I think it's spelled Luan, but maybe you say it Long. I don't know.
Yeah,
we're discussing names.
I think
here,
it's Long. I think it's Long.
But thanks a ton, man. It was great hanging out over in Copenhagen at MBCC, and thanks for sending out all these coffees and spirits and beer. So, if you guys had a chance to try and pair some coffee with beer and spirits, or just try and pairing different drinks, let us know what you think of that. Have you had any fun experiences? Do you have some favorite types of coffee to check out, for example? Because I guess the general theme for this was the coffee. But let us know. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe. Check out the Facebook fan page, Twitter, and Instagram. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And we're going to say cheers. And here's to another interesting tasting video in the future. And we're going to see you guys in one of those. Cheers.